In time, there's the latest developments in the Rajasthan political turmoil. Now, sources say that Speaker is likely to withdraw the special leave petition from the Supreme Court tomorrow and that the party is looking at alternate ways to act against the rebels. Let me go across to Meenakshi, who's joining us for more details. Meenakshi, if you can take us through the latest developments here. Party, we understand, is looking for alternate ways to act against rebels. What might that be?
Well, that's right, Avni. You see, this is a surcharged political battle and therefore it has many dimensions. It is not something which is static, it is ongoing and therefore it is fluid. And like you rightly mentioned, highly placed sources within the Congress party have indicated to us that there could be a distinct possibility of the Speaker's SLP, which was filed on an earlier occasion, being withdrawn completely from the Supreme Court, given the fact that it has now become infructuous. Because, Avni, remember, by virtue of a 32-page order, the Rajasthan High Court, any case, has restrained the Speaker from acting on a show cause notice to Sachin and his camp. Now, in this backdrop, the Congress technically has 90 days time to challenge the original order of the Rajasthan High Court before the Supreme Court, and therefore it will mull over its recourses and the timing of its challenge in the Supreme Court, because the 90-day window is mandated as per law. But on the other hand, it also marks a change in strategy to take on Sachin as far as Ashok Gehlot is concerned, because we have seen in the past, over the past 48 hours or so, the row between Gehlot's office and the governor's office has also escalated. Now, that is something which will assume a lot of import going forward, where as far as Sachin and his party men go, Gehlot and the Congress will be looking at new avenues, new possibilities to invoke the Speaker's jurisdiction, citing their conduct, because they are on record to say that they're not joining the BJP. But the Congress's argument is this, Avni, that their conduct shows things otherwise on record. Now, more grounds for their adversarial conduct for the Congress party is something that will be made out by the Congress. But in the meantime, there is all plan to keep the heat on as far as this issue is concerned, politically more instead of legally.
All right, Meenakshi, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. We'll, of course, have to wait and see how this plays out further. Meanwhile, as the dispute and uncertainty continues in Rajasthan, the Gehlot government has submitted a fresh proposal to Governor Kalraj Mishra to start the assembly session from the 31st of July. But the agenda proposes a discussion on the coronavirus, and there is no mention of a floor test as far as the agenda is concerned. The Congress, meanwhile, is planning a nationwide protest tomorrow against the BJP over the Rajasthan political crisis.
मंत्रिमंडल ने विधानसभा सत्र बुलाने के लिए गवर्नर साहब को लिखकर भेजा है। कानूनन यही है, उनको प्रस्ताव मंजूर करना चाहिए और मुझे लगता है वो कर भी लेंगे। दोबारा भेज दिया गया है। उन्होंने कुछ परीक्षण मांगे थे, इनका वो जवाब भेज दिया है। हम टकराव नहीं चाहते। राजस्थान की सरकार, राजस्थान के मुख्यमंत्री ना गवर्नर साहब से टकराव चाहते हैं, ना हमारा कोई टकराव। हमारे उनके बहुत अच्छे रिश्ते हैं, लेकिन हम ये चाहते हैं संविधान में जो हमारे अधिकार है मंत्रिमंडल के और सरकार के, उनमें हमने यही तो कहा विधानसभा सत्र बुलाएं, उसमें तो कोई आपत्ति नहीं होनी चाहिए।
It's unfortunate that some Congress leaders and members have secretly joined the BJP in this diabolical effort. In the middle of the term, by bribing and weaning members of the ruling coalition or ruling government, is completely disgraceful and unethical. We demand that the governor should immediately call a session of the assembly so that the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Shri Ashok Gehlot, can prove his majority.